Hey guys, this is TJ with Texas Digital Gaming, and today I want to do a video for you guys that I should have probably done a long time ago, and I do apologize that I hadn't. Now in the past I had released videos such as ethical modding, which I will actually leave a link to down in the description for you, and the whole purpose of these videos was to basically tackle a problem that has been rising from people just not having the knowledge or knowing where to go to obtain mods for their game. All of the mods in my videos, from the Master Mechanic to the Pyromaniac, all of these are gotten on the State of Decay 2 modding Discord. Now, not enough of us spreading this word about the Discord is what has caused an uprising of something that could have been prevented, and we all need, as a community, to stomp out. Websites like SasquatchMods.com and its sister website, which is a YouTube channel that goes by the name of Ghost. Both these channels link to each other. It is one and the same business. They use the YouTube channel to display the mods, and they use Sasquatch Mods to sell them. Now, every single mod that is on that website, every single one, came from the State of Decay 2 modding Discord. It is the intellectual theft of hundreds of hours that modders poured into them, along with support staff and testers and everyone else who was involved. Don't let these people take advantage of anyone else from this point forward. Everyone on the State of Decay 2 modding Discord has fought for a long time to try to put these guys out of business, and you guys can help too by just simply spreading the word and letting people know where to get these items, that they should never be bought, they should always be free. Now moving on to the little walk that we're going to do today of the Discord. Now for those of you who have never been on Discord before, it can be a little daunting, it can be a little confusing looking, and if you're looking for something like mods, chances are you may be a little apprehensive about even speaking to someone, not knowing what questions to ask, or eventually just trying to fumble your way through the mods yourself, as I did. Now, there is no such thing as a wrong question. That's what you have to know to begin with, and there is no such thing as anyone that's ever going to make you feel bad for asking a question. Now, when you get to the Discord page, you're going to be greeted by the gatekeeper, and all the gatekeeper is a list of rules that you need to go through carefully and make sure that you understand all of them. So once you get done with that and you have full access to the State of Decay 2 modding Discord, you can come on in and you'll see a bunch of channels on the left hand side. You'll of course see staff and survivors on the right hand side, and you're going to see a list of small icons at the top. Now the bell will of course be notifications. Most people are pretty familiar with that. And then you'll see the little people standing right there, and all that is if you have it clicked, it's just to show you who's online currently or who's idle in the server at this point. Now the little thumbtack at the top is for pinned messages. Now these pinned messages may be important messages that they want you to know about the channel itself, or they could just be simple answers to questions that are commonly asked, and so that way it saves you some time from actually having to wait for a staff member to be able to explain it to you. Either way, make sure you check these on every channel that you go to. Now as we start going in, you'll notice that it's basically set up into sections. You have State of Decay 2, then you have Community Editor, Cheat Engine, Downloads, and that's going to be for file mods, and then Support. And all these sections they're going to be broke down to smaller subgroups just to make it easier for you to start navigating around and for the staff members to help you, or at least knowing what your problem will be by knowing what section that you're in. Now, of course, as you go here, go ahead and check on info. In info, you might see some videos that you recognize from before, or you're going to come across things like spreadsheets for red talent traits, sound files for both male and female in case you decide to do some editing to your characters. But there's tons of stuff here for you to look at. It's also going to display the exact location for your State of Decay 2 save file, so you will need that if you plan on doing file mods in the future, just so you know. But then we can move down to General, and this is literally just what it sounds like. It's General State of Decay 2 conversation. So you can hop in here, talk with other survivors about the game, see what's going on, see if somebody needs help, whatever. Now, file modding below that is going to be conversations about file modding, exactly what it says. And basically what this is if people want to come together and talk about experiences they've had with file modding, maybe somebody's got a slight issue going on that another survivor can help them with. Even when it comes down to maybe talking about something you haven't tried yet and you're looking for other people to tell you how their experience went with it. So that's what this is going to be here. And then we get into screenshots. Screenshots is, of course, self-explanatory. It's something that you have captured and you'd like to share with the rest of the community. State of Decay 2 related. Bring it over here. Let us see it. And everyone can tell you what they think. Videos is the same premise. If you capture something not only of maybe an experience you want to share, but something that maybe happened with a mod that you didn't expect or was something that shouldn't have happened, capture that, upload it for us, let us know so that the modders can work on fixing that bug. Suggestions is, of course, the modders love suggestions. It doesn't have to be just about the mods themselves, whether it be about the Discord page itself or anything you can come up with. There is no stupid suggestions out there. Any type of mod you can think of. You never know what the modders are capable of until you ask. So just come here, drop your suggestion, and see what they think. Conversate with them. Now the spoiler section is just that. Come here if you maybe just saw a stream showing upcoming DLC, or maybe you know about some content that's going to be dropping soon. Don't just conversate in regular rooms about it. Don't be kind of a jerk, spoil it for other people. You can come here and get with other people that maybe saw it and conversate with them. I don't think there's much need to explain the trading room. If you have something that you want to get rid of and somebody has something you want, come here. So the item request channel. Now the item request channel was originally designed for Xbox One users, but it has branched out to not only them, but people that just don't own a PC, or maybe their PC doesn't have the hardware requirements met to actually play State of Decay 2, or even just people that don't do modding. They don't feel comfortable with it, but they want maybe a modded weapon or resources or what have you. You can come here, drop your request in there, and somebody from the Discord staff will get to you. Now, if you have a large order and you want several things and you wanted them modded a specific way, it may take a few hours to a couple of days to get to you, depending on how many other people have requested around that time frame. And don't forget to check the pinned messages up here. There's some really helpful info posted by Nipsic to let you know how to post your orders to make it go a lot smoother for the staff here. Now as we move down, we're coming to the first part of the actual cheats. So here we have the community editor download. Now that's self-explanatory. We are in a couple of betas right now, and it's just because there's some new features that Helos is playing around with. But download those. Then of course you can head over to the editor how-to, and it will not only explain for you how to download and install the community editor itself, but if you look up above, there's some great listings here from Zod and a few other people that show you everything from how to make weapons that are 999 ammo to character traits and stacking, and even how to add modifications to weapons. So check all that stuff out. Editor discussion is just that, people discussing the community editor, things people have tried, new features on it. If you have a question maybe here and there about what something does, you can come here. Editor support is if you're having issues with the editor. You can come here and ask any specific question you want. It doesn't matter. If you're having a specific problem, especially, come here. If you have either modded something you shouldn't mod, taken a trait away from a character you shouldn't have taken away, maybe your game just won't open now, you corrupted a save file, whatever it may be, these guys can walk you through step by step to get you back going again. Now the editor survivors is something that I believe Zod started not too long ago. Basically, you take a character that you have done a lot of work to, modded him in the way you wanted him for the community, say he's got stamina through the roof, health. You can come here, you can actually upload that character to the Discord. Zod will review it, and he will actually get it posted here for other people to download and possibly use in their community or learn from it to see what you did. Cheat engine has been a staple in the modding community for a long time, and it's no different here on State of Decay 2. So J-Dimensional is who actually keeps our table up to date, and he does a great job at doing it. But every time the game receives an update, he's got the table updated within a couple of hours. So we have links to both up at the top, and you will need both to use the cheat engine. The table, you consider that the UI is what you'll actually be interacting with and selecting which features you want to turn on, turn off, or adjust in value. And the cheat engine is what's actually going to apply those mods to the game. So then you can come down, and it's just like the editor. You have the how-to section, which is going to give you basic knowledge on how to download, extract, get it going. Cheat discussion, just like before. If you have questions for other survivors who have tried stuff that you're interested in or whatever else, basic questions can go there. Cheat support, same thing. If you have any issues, if something's not working correctly on the table, definitely come here and tell these guys, because J-Dimensional will get to work on that real quick. Now, file mods are a little different, where the community editor and cheat engine apply mods for you as you select them. File mods you have to install yourself, and this is what used to kind of worry me, and I always thought that it was more difficult than what it actually was. Cooked pile mods are mods that are specifically made for, say, certain assets, say a gun that is modded, or gravity, certain things that have been altered by the modders. Now, you'll download these, you will put them exactly where they go in the description right here, and I actually do have a couple of videos on installing cooked mods, and I will also leave a link for that down below in the description. Some of these will have EXEs on them, executable files, and most of these, if not all, are going to be by Nefsitka because he has included his own installer program with that. So it will make it very simple for you to download and move on. You will also see some of the new mods that Helos is working on here, such as the Judge and Fireworks Shotgun, and I will save the description for those a little bit later because I actually think those are going to be an upcoming video coming out. And tools. This is really, really helpful if you are someone that's thinking about getting into making your own mods and you are maybe just learning. You can come here and the stuff you need to get going on that will all be right here. Everything from the UWP dumper and the effect editor, all that's going to be located here. And if you ever have questions, you're ever just looking to bounce some ideas back and forth between you and another modder, these guys are always looking for that type of feedback. So definitely come here and check that out. And of course, last but not least, we have the support section here. Now the fax is just going to be just that, straight fax to you. It may be some stuff that you may have seen elsewhere, but there's also going to be a lot of very basic Q&As here that will help you with very similar maybe situations to your own on problems that arise very commonly, and they may also have the answers for you right here. So if you have something, it's always best to come here and check this first, just to see if maybe your question has already been answered and it's in a way that you can understand it. Support and help. If you have a problem and you don't know where to go, you don't know which channel you're supposed to be in, this is your first time, third time, fifth time here, you're just not quite sure where exactly this question would fit in, just come to support and help. You can ask any question you want to here, and either they can direct you towards the right area to be in, or they can just answer your question flat out. So it's always good to come here no matter what the question is. And if you have any issues with any mods, it doesn't matter if it's the cheat engine, doesn't matter if it's the community editor or file mods, bring that directly to here because these guys need to know that stuff in order to fix it. Support chat is basically just self-explanatory. Sometimes it's hard to convey in a message a detailed explanation of what somebody's supposed to do step for step. And sometimes it's just hard to understand that by looking at it and not being able to put it into a practical form. So if you are having issues understanding what any of the support staff is telling you, you can just hop into support chat. If you wait a few minutes, somebody will join you and they can even do screen sharing to help you walk through it. There's tons of stuff they can do to help you out there. But that's basically it. That is all there is to it as far as the State of Decay 2 Modding Discord goes. It's not as daunting as most people think it is. It looks complex because there's a lot of words, a lot of channels, a lot of things going on the screen. At its heart, it's nothing more than just a community of people that have come together to help each other out. Every single person here, every single one started off where you will be when you first get here. Everyone had questions. Nobody knew what they were doing. And the modders have worked tirelessly to push stuff out to people, to keep content coming, just as the game keeps updating. The support staff is very good at what they do. And there's almost always somebody online 24 hours a day that can help you out with a problem. The testers are another group that I think is far underrated because before a mod will ever reach you, these guys put their own systems in jeopardy and their own time away from everything else to test mods that may never be used, to spend hours of playtime to trying to work with modders to work out a bug that is just plaguing that system at that time. So that way, once it actually reaches you, it is just an enjoyable experience and you don't have to deal with all that stress. But come on in, man. Just try it out. See what you think of the Discord. Start chatting. Spark a conversation with somebody. I think you'd be surprised how easy it is to start to feel at home here. And before you know it, you'll be an experienced survivor, tester, or support. Maybe you'll be one of those guys that wants to be up there that's actually creating the content that everybody else is playing or downloading. That's it, guys. I'm not going to sit here and rag on you anymore. That's going to do it. I do have a couple more videos I'm going to be trying to push out this week. I know I've let this slack off for a while, and I do apologize for that. I had some computer issues, and it's just been the holidays, and it's been kind of a nightmare. But we will start moving again. Now, if you have any questions about the content that I've showed you today, don't hesitate to drop me a comment below. Ask. You know I will get to you. I'm sorry if I don't do it the same day, but I will try to get to you as soon as I can. And of course, you can always reach out to me on the Discord itself, as well as everybody else that's on there. But until next time, guys, this is TJ with Texas Digital Gaming. Out.